Smooya coming into this and how he's been approaching it. And it looks like it's really well received with the rest of the Balkan squad as well. Folks, we'll be jumping in right away into the action. Ancient, the first map of the series or between bond1e and Inner Circle Academy. It's been a long road for these two squads, but this is where it could begin a journey to a very important LAN for either of these squads' careers.
A journey to remember or a journey to forget. This could either be the happiest day of your lives or the worst one. It really depends on the outcome. Let's see how this one goes. Out on the A-bomb side they go. Dichka with the opener on the Julies. Magilla trying to fight back, but Dichka and Dreepok keep on fighting, and the CTs are fending them off. Smooya, the last man left on low HP.
And you quickly realize how Inner Circle Academy want to be playing this, right? Play fire with fire. Don't let, bond1e settle in. Just play it aggressively. Great read from them to kind of drop in initially from the very first fight. I mean, the dually is very useful for a flood situation, but taken care of nicely. Round number 1 in the bag for bond1e. For the Inner Circle Academy. Not very similar names, are they?
No, not really. I guess they both have an I and an E
and a D
and a D, and that's about it.
Ooh,
okay,
Magilla, Tech9 madness. You got to be careful though.
Oh god,
nice, goes down. How about this tech from bond1e? And I am talking about the Tech9, not particularly any other technology that they brought to the equation in this round.
Lyseung is up close though, and that kill on the spam. It doesn't mean that Lyseung needs to give away his position, but it's Smooya in a 1v2 clutch. He's fully armored, he's got a FAMAS and full on HP.
This is doable. It's crazy how doable this is. 1v1 secured, and now one more to go! What a scream of a headshot! He has not moved from that angle. He is just chill.
It's not about moving, it's about just peeking into him and absolutely annihilating him, and that's the smile on the face of Magilla. This is what it feels like to be playing with someone with the experience.
And he's not faced at all either, right? No reaction from him, no smile, no nothing.
He's very, very chill. There's Mr. Big Owen. The Rat King in his full glory.
There's the Owen Butterfield. He's already showing up from the very beginning, not allowing Inner Circle Academy to set up. Forced by from him, Lyseung with an M4.
Why have we not started calling him OB?
Mr. OB?
Mr. OB.
I feel like we would be calling him Mr. OB if he had a very difficult to pronounce in-game name, but Smooya is pretty damn simple, so...
Yeah. Right.
Why complicate things? Smooya, it's like booyah.
Yeah.
Lyseung is also helping out from the other end. The M4 is finding impact. Nice is around. bond1e could get shut down right here, right now, and that is one thing that you don't want to happen. Rel, though, throws down an nade, and together with Smooya's madness once again, bond1e on the verge of winning it.
It's a 1v1, and he knows exactly where Dichka was coming from. Smooya bomb's gonna go down. Diffuse kit unavailable for Dichka, and this is massive. Smooya's pushed all the way into our CT back square.
Oh man,
time is of the essence.
It really is. He's got to make a move on, and Smooya finds the right timing. Back-to-back clutches for the UK man himself. Once again, not phased at all.
Well, in case you were wondering what type of a game that would be, I guess this is an answer for every single one of you. A Smooya masterclass carry performance, or at least an attempt at that. 3 rounds in, he's already won 2 clutches.
Another force from Inner Circle.
I mean, you can understand it. They go 4 kills. They know the T's are very, very poor cash-wise. Is that a B-rush? Straight a B-rush. They know utility's not going to be great.
I mean, fast weapons, Mat 10s, they're much better on these close proximity situations. If you're in a circle, you're hoping for these 1-deeks, but they're not appearing to you quickly. It's not like bond1e are weaving in and out of battle. They're just pressing that W key and never stopping. So that makes the situation a lot more simpler for bond1e.
And now we're starting to cook if you're bond1e on the T side. You're 3-1 up. Money on Inner Circle Academy is going to be a little bit lower, and then going into the next round, that means you're probably just working with that Deeg if Norths is able to save it up. In case you're watching Inner Circle Academy for the first time, Norths is probably one of the guys to be taking a closer look at or keeping your attention on. But in general, when we're talking about these types of teams, in all realness, every single one of them could become a good player, right? They're very young. Obviously, they can play the game to a pretty decent level. But if you're talking pure numbers, Norths, Lyseyoung, 3POC are the highest rated guys. Obviously, Nice is the oper, and Deechka's a bit more of a supportive element. You're talking about percentages and roles. 3POC is, I believe, the in-game leader as well. But he's a very proactive IGL if he is the IGL. An entry on the T side, responsible for 29.4% of the entry attempts. Lyseyoung is the secondary aggressive rifle, and obviously you've got Norths, who's a bit of a lurker. And then on the CT side is 3POC once again alongside Lyseyoung, and then Nice with the AWP, and Norths and Deechka being the anchors.
If Lyseyoung found a second 1D there, that would have been absolute pandemonium for the game itself. But Deechka gets there. You know, Lyseyoung has one, Deechka gets one, maybe everybody needs one. Bomb in the CT's hands. This is getting troubling. Okay. Smooya coming in to save the day. And once again, bond1e hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, they need Smooya in every single round to get a multi-kill, which, you know, could be a good thing if he's able to deliver them. Could be a very bad thing if he stops, right? Depending on him so much. But obviously, we talked about that experience. We were talking about the side of Inner Circle Academy. Most of them don't really have a lot of prior professional experience. 3POC is the only one who's played on a couple teams, and I guess the most notable name is Dragon EC, where he played for literally a month last year. And he himself, who's, again, the most experienced, he's got 40 maps on HLTV. All of them have below 50 maps on HLTV. All of them incredibly green going into the game. Doesn't stop them from playing some good Counter-Strike, though. That's what you love to see. Actually, correcting myself, Nice does have 59 maps. I think he's got the most. Because he played on Big Academy for a little bit. And that was right before, I think, Jay Bowen joined the Academy. I think he was the one before Jay Bowen. All right, first proper buy round. T's not really using a lot of their util, spending a lot to take middle early on. We're more than happy to regain it later on. And Inner Circle Academy, happy to let the T's have that part of the map. No smoke for red yet. They are implementing a 3-man lean in towards the B bomb side with a bit of fake util coming out of the T side. They decided not to go aggressive. Reclearing cave, though. Might be looking to double push down the ramp.
Yeah, well, the red smoke sort of spooks Nice away towards this A side.
Rel's got the bomb,
also
and it's
paying
a
attention. Rel, realizing of this push, gets damage across, but instead falls without fight back. 50 seconds on the clock. bond1e now need to figure it out.
Yeah, this is a little bit weird, because they are aware of the possibility of a red timing, so McGill is not going to be a massive shock. His position is not going to be a massive surprise to the CT side, and they spotted one more in towards the cave. 35 seconds. They might try and hightail it back in towards A, though.
That might not be a bad shout, especially with Deechka falling back in to help Nice in mid. But McGill falling, now you can refocus your attention into the A defense, which is exactly what we see everyone from the Inner Circle Academy trying to do, hightailing it towards this site's defense. Massive molly to keep Nice out of the fight.
They'll get the plant. Difficult to hold on to the bomb side, though.
Yeah, with what? Pure firepower from 3 different players, not much to trade. Flash coming in, that's the only piece of util you do have. Predator getting away with 3! That is pure murder, no right to do that. Lyseyoung closing in on Temple, finally dealing with 1. But
Another
of course
one.
it's Smuya on the clutch. And you wouldn't want any other player, even with the AWP this time around.
He's doing it again.
Count the weapons into which she's had to clutch.
He's sticking it. No way.
Goes in for the swing, and indeed, Lice Young sticking the defuse till the very end.
Talk about experience, and you're doing that in a 1v1 against Smuya out of all people. You know he's opening into her zone. You know if you just tap the bomb and he can jump and spot you out, you're not winning this round. So you're like, well, you know what? Screw that. I'm just gonna hold. Let's see who's got the bigger nerves. It's still a 3 versus 5 though, so it's crazy that bond1e are able to bring it that close. That sequence out of Predator is nuclear. And Smuya, he was so sure that Lice Young wouldn't have the nerves to just stick it straight away. This is such a ballsy play out of such a young player.
I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Smuya finally denied a clutch in a Circle Academy. Must be happy about that.
Yeah, but they still lost 4 players, and that was 5 versus 3. So money-wise, it's still a tough situation, especially with that double kill. So yeah, that's why you're not celebrating.
No, not at all. You're given extra reasons not to celebrate moment after moment. Ditchka finds the one, but that's just about it. Trades in. Bomb planted. Nice has to save the AWP. That's it.
Yeah, this is why the previous round was kind of like a blessing in disguise, right? Because you do win the 1v1, but originally it was supposed to be a lot cleaner, and it's all about chaining them up, making them consecutive. And nice, might even be going down. Good reaction onto the first. You probably don't want to hunt anymore if you're bond1e though.
Yeah, I can't really afford
money
to give
on
up
the T side is not great. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You need to prioritize stabilizing your own financial situations first.
So you can't blame in the Circle Academy for trying to force the issue at the start, right? The question is how you do that. A bit of a 1-by-1 situation crossing into doors, given individual fights to your opponents, is definitely far from ideal.
Going back to that 5 versus 3 though, in the triple spray down out of Preladon. Preladon's been a player that I've been very surprised with throughout this entire event.
Okay.
Obviously, he's the only Latvian on the team. You've got 3 Lithuanians. That's going to be Magilla, Rao, and Striken, who's known as Tony Stark, apparently. But Preladon's been very, very good, progressively getting better throughout the event. Interesting thing about him is that he's not actually a young guy. He's 27. He's been playing Counter-Strike for a very long time, but he had a massive break between 2022 and 2025. I guess 2026. So he's not been active. He's played the game a lot, but not really someone that's on the grind as much in terms of the officials. He's still looking very sharp, though. It kind of feels like he's getting better and better with time.
And that's good to see. Bit of development as well.
I'd say it's more of a, you can tell that this guy has had it before and now he's just getting back. But this is obviously theorizing, right? Maybe he's been grinding a lot, right? We don't know. But you can tell that he knows what he's doing a lot of the time.
Damn, holding on to D alive.
It is a spooky round, this one.
Yeah. I mean, if Smuya lost his life, it'd be a 5v3 in favor of the team with a much weaker buy.
Ooh.
That could still be the case if Predator then drops the ball, but indeed recovers.
All right.
Has a double. Lice Young can't even enter on the site, even put a pair of eyes on it. Step in, let alone sniff around, and that's it. Yet another round in which bond1e have a numbers advantage on the site, and Inner Circle Academy have to look away with a white flag in hand.
Yeah. I just realized, by the way, Smuya's died once, and we're already 8 rounds deep. And that one death was not that significant either. It was just the first round. It was literally the pistol. That's it.
I think so too.
Yeah. He didn't die in that 1v1 that
no.
He lost to the defuse. He did. Nice, and 3POC will hold on to the AWP and the AK, which is good. It's going to help them strengthen up their positions for the next round, which is going to be a full buy regardless, especially for 3POC, who has got that full-on armor and doesn't really have a lot of cash. A lot of residual cash, that is. This is still 6 rounds already on the T side, though. Looking very damn clean. out of bond1e. Well, maybe not clean, but convincing, score-wise.
Well, if you just tuned in, well, the reason this tournament is happening is due to Lorgar, so go check out their platform ready to play. And they've also got a sweet little giveaway going on, and it's not very little at all. They've got many things that you can win, including a whole racing gig, or PCs and all sorts.
Yeah, you can win a PC, you can win a racing cockpit, you can win a lot of things. So go and sign up.
And what's next here? Rel on 1 HP. Will end up falling and dying. Maybe that was his own nade. I think it was a right-click nade that ended up being his demise. Either way, though, bond1e this time not starting off with a numbers advantage. 3-Foc being quite a menace.
Terrifying. He's still 50 HP. Makilla's just gonna hunt him down. Did he see the ult? He spotted the second player. He just goes back.
Mr. Tony Stark himself.
No, that's
really
streaking.
stepping up.
Yeah, Tony Stark is streaking.
Oh,
He's dead. Yeah, it's fine.
Dead.
They can both be Tony Stark.
They can both be Tony Stark. They can both be Tech.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice. Oh! What a sequence! And you can tell he's proud of that. A couple of scope shots, goes in for a third, no scope, landing on a headshot of his opponent.
Oh, God, that was so quick. That was so quick. Every single one of them was so quick. The first one is a straight up 1v1 against me. He wins that one. Quick scope onto the second when there's two people on the screen, and look at the way that he kills Magilla as well. Bang! Magilla barely saw him on his screen, probably. It was just the bullet through the eyes.
Well, if anyone was sleeping, now it's woken them up. That was a ridiculous play.
That was probably one of the most beautiful opening sequences we've seen in this entire qualifier.
Sure.
I'm not over-exaggerating. This was very well done.
Very smooth.
Mechanical prowess, yeah.
So now for bond1e, how to respond to it. You probably want to respond quickly. Don't allow Inner Circle Academy to get into their groove, get into their mojo, because as you just seen, if they do feel comfortable, they will deliver. North's at first. Does land the first shot to Prelate and boost it up. Now wants to close up the distance even more.
They popped him out. They've retaken the bomb site before the T's even took it. They just waited out a little bit. North's closed out the distance. The Oper was, I guess, scoped in on A main at all times. North's clears out the boost, which is very good awareness. Then they double nade inside of main. They smoke. And if someone wanted to try and, I guess, push their luck, force their luck through the Yuto, they could have attempted it. It's a very good way to regain the bomb site if you're in the Circo Academy. And now you've basically forced the T's to go in towards middle. And you should know. Especially with the donut smoke. Nice. Already here with the AWP. And they don't have a smoke for him. Just the two flashes. Someone probably just jumps over.
If you're nice, you need to stay alive. And that's exactly what he's going to do. No really a need to force the issue. You've just alerted the rest of the team to pay attention to your CT spawn.
Player on the boost.
My goodness me, North's gone. Indeed, the boost, but it's been spotted. So now you've got a couple of pairs of eyes looking in his direction. 3-Foc able to find one, but the damage has already been done.
Way.
And Magilla's waiting for Ditchka, playing aggressive. Smooya, same could be said about him in mid. bond1e, the recovery is superb.
They just make it look so clean as well. You walked into a 3-man setup in towards that A bomb site, a stack, and you barely lose any players. It's such a mental way to come back into a round. They should have never won it. It was a great call out of the side of Inner Circle Academy. A great setup. They just couldn't play with each other. Good due diligence coming out of the Temple player to jiggle the boost before swinging out. Not ignoring the possibility fully, regardless of they themselves having a player there earlier that was killed.
Early boost as well from bond1e. Lysung has heard it. And he's
going through the smoke.
You sneaky man. Thing is, a couple of players are watching it, so even if one angle didn't work, the other one had it installed.
Yeah.
Prepared, no issue. So if you're in this local academy, you probably want to stack up here, right?
Yeah.
Be a little
it's
bit
the
more
type of
gambling.
round to try something funky. That's why he pushes through the smoke. Obviously, Norse has got that hero M4, but you want to stay close to the rest. So if they go to the other bomb side, you can hold on to the rifle for the last round of the half. But as you said, stack it up. put all your eggs into one basket or two baskets that are very close to each other. They are stacking B. They've got the right read. The M4 will be here on time.
Norths. Oh. I'll be on the first shot. They might be
back.
in a world of hurt with Magilla deep in mid. Sure, if you're in a Circle Academy, you check this, but Magilla.
No, it's
you can
a
hear
very
this
bad
commotion.
Fango.
And indeed, surprising. Wide swing from Nice, so Ditchko is able to counteract it, find a rifle from the ground, and retrieve a gun in which he can take on the situation. Not much to lose. The next round is a buy round anyway, so Ditchko's going to try and isolate someone. And he's been given that chance. Maybe an opportunity arising.
No kit. He's got a flash, though.
But Bondi
gotta
giving
tap
him
the
nothing.
bomb, try and bait him out.
Smoothie showed himself. Ditchko trying to close up the distance. By personal elimination, Rel's probably around here as well. Tries to pre-fire. And Smoothie scoped in. Will have no issue connecting. So Bondi, at the end, with the crunch down in deep red. And that's how they convert another round.
I like it when we get to see a very good example of a very small thing that makes a difference, which is just how smart the player could be. That Ofango that Magilla is playing is very sweaty. Very, very sweaty. These are the little details that make you realize that some players are not lazy and they are thinking about how they should play the situation in order to give themselves the biggest chance possible. Right? Obviously, doesn't get all 3 kills, but it is a small little detail that's a little bit cool, and so is a B rush to end it. Even with the team kill. Hold on a second. Lysia has just found a triple out of nowhere. They get all the entries, even a team kill. That round took like half a second.
Well, not an ideal way to close out the half. At least for Bondi, but for
yeah,
Inner Circle, they'll take anything they can get, including this. Oh dear. Oh no. Yeah, Predator was like, where is everyone? Do I really have to stand up, stop planting here? Oh goodness me.
He did. He did.
Yeah, well, didn't last long, did it? So back to the pistols, and it looks like in the Circle Academy, they've made the choice to at least start the round by taking a lot of cave control into Jag. How deep do you think they'll go? All the way? Go for a B-pop hit? You've got Thripok there with a potential flash to assist, and that's exactly what he's going to try and do. Streaken, what a monster of a shot. Predator also unchecked. You've probably found a couple of kills, so you think that is a sight done and dusted with, but Inner Circle Academy have been refragging nicely.
Yeah, powering their way through. Big double kill coming out of Norse. Magilla this time. Your time to shine in the 1v2. No kit, no utility. And soon enough, they realize you're coming in from behind.
Yeah, how does he find them, though? Best weapon for close proximity and potential 1v2 fight. And that's what he's bringing himself into. Nice. Won't let Magilla stand tall for long. Instantly connecting the headshot. And Inner Circle Academy get around that could quickly change the tide of this game.
It's a very cool pistol round. I mean, in the end of the day, it comes down to a bit of a brawl and a bit of a deathmatch session, but Inner Circle Academy are... And their T-sides over the course of the last couple of weeks have been filled up with a lot of confident calls and a lot of good stuff out of spawn, which is usually how you'd expect it to be with an academy, right? Keep it simple, have a lot of set-piece ideas where people know exactly what they're doing, but they seem to be pretty decent at finding their way through the chaotic situations as well, even when the plan goes out the window. And yeah, Pavlos, you can imagine a person called the plan jumping out the window, sure. That make it better? Yeah.
It's overused now.
Well, you can do that with down the toilet.
Down the drain as well.
Down the drain, but down the toilet, I think is very funny if you imagine down the drain, because then you can go back to the Looney Tunes years, right? Where where a person literally, or well, a rabbit or another creature just stands and then suddenly turns into slush and just goes down the drain. It's not supposed to happen, but when it happens and you see it with your very eyes, it's very funny.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, shout out to everyone who's grown up watching Looney Tunes. That was good. I loved it.
Good stuff. Who's your favorite Looney Tunes character before we get into the game?
Oh, okay. Can I just have to say Bugs Bunny and the Tasmanian Devil. I love the Tasmanian Devil. Yeah.
For me, Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd.
Catch a rabbit.
All right. I like Ducky. Well, Daffy.
Daffy Duck. Yeah, sorry.
Donald Duck. Who are you?
Huh?
Oh, we're getting back to the swing of things. Okay, let's talk Counter-Strike. We'll save you from your misery. A quick 3 for 2 in towards middle.
Quite literally, for Inner Circle Academy, they've lost most of their players. They need to tailgate it towards the safe side if they want to stand a chance. But with bond1e grouping up, those chances are minimal.
Look at a re-clear in towards middle right now from bond1e. And you've got Rao who's in towards heaven. So the moment you re-clear middle and there's no one to be spotted out, Rao is going to go all the way in towards the B lobby. He's going to see that there's no one coming there. Even if they are making their way out A, you're going to have such a quick flank. They're never going to be ready for this. They have a player on the boost right now.
No way.
Oh,
nice.
He's checked and he's missed him. He's going again.
See the angle? I think he saw a pixel. I think he got the right timing on him. Smooya is down. What a read. 50 seconds now. A 2v2 is very much doable.
There's another guy coming in from the same spot. Are you going to be ready for him? That's the main question.
It won't matter if you're both holding donut. But Rel's going to make that a little bit more difficult. They try and take the fight to him, and instantly, a duel created.
Oh, Rel had the defuse kit as well. You've got double flash Molotov, but time is going to be of the essence.
Streaken trying to close in. And Nice connects with a headshot quickly. That's a quad piece, and the hype is real right now.
Yeah, you can tell that these guys have the skill, right? They can win the clutches. Maybe they were a little bit lackluster at the start with the Smooya 1v2s back-to-back rounds, but they're making this one work, even in rounds that they shouldn't be winning. Nice with the presence of mind to actually turn around. And this is where you realize these guys are actually smart when we're talking about the game, right? You walk out of A, you don't see anyone. You're thinking, well, we got the kills onto the mid players, but Smooya's still alive technically. Where has he gotten off to? We've not been in towards middle for a long time. Let me just quickly check in case they've pushed. Surely they didn't just leave A in a 3 versus 2. Surely they have some shenanigans going on.
Well, oh, 3-pot gets caught, actually. I thought he could be good for one, but that doesn't end up happening.
That's the bomb. Is the C4 run away? Oh, he's done it.
And he can still hit one behind. Oh, God. Yeah, Magilla's got a perfect read on this. Thing is, he might give his teammate's life away. No, doesn't let that happen. But at the same time, gives away his position. Did pick him, repositions. Damage inflicted, though. This is troubling, especially with Smooya winning on the pistol. Hang on a second. Oh, hang on a second. This is an eco round going in the way of bond1e. Quick interruption, not allowing Inner Circle Academy to catch up to their score. As much as we thought this T side was decisive by the young guns, it is not going to be decisive enough.
Yeah, after a quick intermission, we've concluded that bond1e is just not losing this map, apparently. They're ready to bring in some of the FaZe bullshit when FaZe are not using it and they don't have it on their side. That's such a big play out of Magilla. I was thinking for a second, the moment that he sees the rifle going towards middle, does he just communicate that with his teammates and just try to catch the timing in towards A main? That would have been a good old James classic from Dust2, which he's done a couple times. Prefers to guarantee the kill, confirm it. They still win the round because of it. Nice on A. Going for a bit of a pop, but the CTs again have taken mid control. There's no one close to that A-bomb site for the CTs.
Thing is,
it's just the amount of util that Inner Circle Academy have thrown in that keeps them occupied.
Very true. But the smokes will fade and they'll clear out that area and quickly realize as well with a bomb plant that they're on the wrong side of the world.
That's problematic because you're very far away. You're still waiting for a flank. But the T's can take tempo. They haven't taken donut, which is good for you, I guess. But you've got 5 people coming out of the same position. And it's been smoked off. And now you're hearing all these steps of people going back CT. This might be unwinnable. Yeah, you have the defuse kits and the smoke, so they will give it a go, but this is going to be tough. Time is already running low.
They're cutting it really close. Facing some resistance already in tempo. Magilla able to find first blood, but you need to start moving a little bit quicker, and that's going to favor Inner Circle Academy because they've got the defensive lines. smoke to create some cover, but Rev realizes there's no time. He's got to walk away, run, save. And with that, sure, everybody bar one per team dies, but it's in the Circle Academy to win it, and that's the important part.
Yeah, that's one of these moments where you just want to make the crazy call to just save in a 5v5 the moment you get smoked off towards Donut. Because the time is running out so much. You rotate back through CT, and you can't fault them for going for the retake. You couldn't even fault them if they decided to save. They probably would have been a little bit crazier if they had saved, but in hindsight, it might have been the better opportunity or the better decision. It's just a very tough scenario. It's all the util that Inner Circle Academy expanding towards middle and towards lane. It just makes you feel like it's impossible for them not to have at least one player that you can kill, which would give you an advantage in the 5v4. This is exciting. And I don't mean that with any disrespect towards some of the previous teams, but this is probably one of the highest quality games we've seen in the qualifier so far.
Sure.
In terms of the logic, in terms of some of the calls coming in from Inner Circle Academy. And Bondi are not far behind.
And in the literal sense, they are actually ahead. You can see pop out of the smoke.
This is terrifying.
It's scary, especially with shots connecting like that, but the flash is timed superbly for Bondi to keep the two players ahead alive.
Bomb's going A.
And Fliplock is not going to check that right-hand side, gets surprised massively, still gets the win and survives. Smooya realizes it's an A hit, gets one, weakens up the attack, but is it enough?
They're not planting the bomb. They're so afraid of someone coming in from A main again. No, they're going back. They don't want to commit here. There's 30 seconds, boys. What are you doing?
They haven't really.
Are you going B? Do they not see how much time there is?
23 seconds.
Yeah, they need to run. Where do they go? Are they going Donut? They're still going into the Oper. He knows.
Yeah, no need to talk about that. Smooya's play talks for it on its own. Inner Circle Academy walk right through it.
Yeah, that's one of these moments where you just crumble a little bit under the pressure, I guess. You felt very uncomfortable. You probably could have tried to plant the bomb, though. That's one of the things. I think they had a smoke on the spot, and Smooya just inhaling them in towards Donut like that. This is probably a wet dream for an Oper of his caliber. People just running in with low time, desperation, money, low, forced buy, in. They're going all in.
Dude, look at Smooya's score.
Academy, this is all or nothing.
He's at 21-7. He's having the day of his life.
And that 21's definitely doing something for him. If you know, you know.
So Inner Circle Academy now needs to take some risk.
I'm so sad people can't see your face when I say that. It was great. Well, Lies Young on the boost. Can you get route? Well, not quite. And now they've spotted the rifle. Resmoke comes in. McGillis picked up 3 box, so this is a one-dimensional round now.
Yeah, this changes things a lot.
They could still, you know, get fortunate with a hero play.
Oh,
like
and
this.
that might just be the hero play they needed. Early pick for Lice Young. He could double forwards in front of this, actually. Smoke is an issue, though. It blocks. No flash available for Inner Circle, so there has to be some main play from ramp to make this one work. Corel on a good position. Sprays across the map.
Wait.
This is very much doable, especially with rifles collected. Nice, you can't go for the plant just yet, especially with McGill aggressing.
Oh,
but the bait comes
God.
into play, and North will win it. Preledon, can he save the day? No one's turned in his favor. No one's looking in his direction. This is crazy.
He has the fuse kit. He can just stick it.
And that's exactly what it's going to be doing. North trying to close up.
It.
Looking for the headshot. Cannot find. All land a single bullet by the end. Preledon with a pure steal away.
You know what? You take away these 1v2s. The 2 ones out of Smooya, the 1 out of Preledon. This game could have gone in favor of Inner Circle Academy. They could have been in a position to close the map. They could have closed it out by now. In so many of these rounds, they're putting themselves in winnable positions. McGilla just gets blindsided by the desire to deny the bomb from going down, and he gets killed by someone on 1 HP Preledon. Thanking his lucky stars with this one. 17 frags, 17 Magilla, 21 Smuya. The individuals keeping bond1e on top.
Yeah, and Smuya's going to make sure this attack crumbles quickly. Same could be said about Preledin.
He's got the bomb.
He does indeed. And little by little, these dubs from bond1e, these very close rounds that more often than not end up their way, are the difference between themselves picking up this map.
Nice.
I see what you did there.
Check this out. Oh.
Never mind. Okay. Well, not to expect too much from Inner Circle Academy that round, particularly with pistols, and they try to make a lot of individual plays happen. bond1e had the answer, no doubt about it. But now this is where things get interesting, Ted. 4 rounds in a row for Inner Circle Academy to force overtime. Yeah,
and it's been the individuals to power them through this one. Smuya, Preledin, Magilla, streaking, having a couple moments as well. It's been a little bit of a tough financial uphill battle for the Inner Circle Academy boys too. No money for an AWP on the T side. Lyseung downgraded to a Galil. Interesting the way that they want to take middle with a donut and a red smoke as well. So you want to have the space, but you want to get people up close and personal towards red probably, without really putting up too big of a fight from the CT side. Actually, could be going through the smoke. They don't have a flash, so it has to be a fade type of play.
Ooh, has he spotted something? Now he will, and the spray is superb! It's ridiculous! Hopefully that was from Magilla!
He mowed him down like it was nothing. Like he's playing bowling, and that was a strike and a half.
Oh, it definitely was. Somehow the ball landed on the next alley and had a strike there as well.
Surely that's it.
It has to be. Even though Nyze is kicking and screaming his way through this one, Rel shuts down his teammate's life, which means he's all by himself with 2 HP. bond1e make it happen.
Is the individuals, is the experience being brought in. A big performance coming out of Smuya. Another great round out of Magilla. Another great map out of Magilla and out of Preledin. And bond1e will be the first team to get a map on the board here in that last game on Dust2, especially if this man on your screen right now has a good performance. Of course, we're talking about big old Smoo going in against Nyze, who had some good moments on the other side for Inner Circle Academy. But this is the time for him to step up and potentially show that he could go toe-to-toe with someone like Smoo when it matters.
Oh, he actually absolutely could, and we saw glimpses of it earlier today, right? And we've seen glimpses throughout, you know, in the game itself, right? It's been a massive performance, and I feel has showed up against many other AWPers. But now, yeah, Smuya is indeed something that will have to look out whether he's able to perform on a map like Dust2, and maybe even Overpass if we end up going there as well.
Well, we're ready to run into the swing, or get into the swing of things. Pistol round already beginning. bond1e on the CT side for the first 12 rounds of action. Inner Circle Academy will be on the offense. It's 1 map away. 13 rounds for bond1e to make their way into yet another LAN. I say yet another because Smuya literally just won Riga Open last week. Might be helping a bunch of young guys to make their way into the biggest event they've played in their careers. Just needs another big performance.
It's Treeken trying to hold down the fort. Inner Circle Academy take over the site. Not too much resistance. bond1e, though, they're trying to play the waiting game, trying to explode, especially with Magilla trying to break through as well from long. You've got one pair of eyes looking that direction. Nyze will making sure that Magilla's impact is not too big. Shows himself. Reassistance arrives and pays attention. Magilla, that is beautiful.
No way.
Deals with all 2, while the rest of the team is having brilliant luck on their side push as well. How about that?
How about that for Magilla as well for an impact? Oftentimes you'd see a player in that position just get annihilated. Double peek from the pit player. The guy coming in from the angle. Magilla just turns around. Instant headshot onto the second player. Gets his attention back to the guy in pit and kills him as well. He was never supposed to be getting a double kill out of a situation like this. A lot of impact coming out of Magilla.
It's awesome.
Look at this.
Look at that again. Pooh. The fact that he turns around over to the left-hand side as soon as he hears his opponent was super squeaky clean. and then converting, running down as well. The player in pit.
Are they
Well, the
rushing
rest of the
B?
team was having a lot of success on their end of the equation.
All right, it's not a
too bad.
rush, it's a pop. Smooth is pushing. They're going lower. Hand spotted. McGillen needs that refrag, and he'll get it. No one else seen there, which is a bit of a signal. So it wasn't a B pop. It was just a default with 3 players going through lower. I wanted to potentially make it a mid to B play, maybe. But now you've lost your B presence. So do you still go with it? Crisscross smokes in play, but you've been mollied. You need to go short, but you don't really have a lot of util left. I mean, it's 2 flashes of smoke and a molly, so it's not too bad to try and make your own to the bomb side, but it's still going to be difficult to hold on. And Streakin starts to realize what's going on. He's going to join in with Preledon.
Oh, what a shot by Streakin. Preledon follows it up as well with some damage, but eventually gets there. Dicey, sure, a lot of damage, but not enough to cause concerns, at least to the score of the end of this round. 2 on the board already for bond1e.
Yeah, it's not the cleanest round ever, but it's a very good conversion. I mean, the round itself is clean. Maybe not all of the shots from Preledon, but still good enough. You lose only 2 players, and that was a forced buy from the T, so you're probably seeing an eco round coming through. bond1e looking very solid at the start of this one. It's all about not relying only on Smooya's performance as well, right? I guess the first map, it wasn't misleading because Smooya did win them a lot of clutches and he was generally the best player on the server. But we've seen so many good moments out of Preledon, Streakin, and Magilla as well that I think it's a little bit unfair to just say they are winning only because of Smooya. Well, he's doing a lot of it, but it's good to see Preledon, Streakin, and Magilla also start this map off nicely.
Yeah.
Get a couple more kills. We know how impactful they've been. Obviously, Smooth is not going to take too long before he gets on the board.
Yeah, and when he's just kind of bunny hopping his way, it's not quite the bunny hop, but, it, you know, hop skipping and jumping through short to try and get as many kills as possible against the eco, you know he's feeling swell, feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
you've got to feel comfortable when you win
team.
so many clutches as well on the first map, right? You know how influential you are. You know how you can take this on. And now we're seeing some emotions out from him as well. Finally smiling. We saw him, like we were just talking about, on the clutches as well. He was not showing any sort of emotion, not looking like he was frazzled at all. But now, everything's looking smooth.
Oh, Magilla caught off guard, and they did tag Rel. Now, this is unconfirmed because it was through the door, but it won't stop 3POC from exploring the possibility of going out middle. Yeah, this round is over. It should be, at least.
Yeah, there's only, like, very little opportunity for bond1e to get back in. It has to have to do with something within a Circle Academy for some reason not going towards the B site, getting spooked out and then making a mistake. But
I mean, they don't know Streakin is in tunnel or in T-spawn.
Sure. And he sees one walk past as well as Smooya wins the 1v1 here, which won't happen. Yeah,
if Streakin had a defuse kit, that would have been so sick. Now he's just forced to actually hold on to the op. Might get a bunch of kills if he's allowed to. Another peek. Nice
that's
shot.
A blessing of the skies, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not. I'm not the biggest fan of this hunt, by the way.
Oh my god.
They've lost a lot of players, and they've given away an AWP and an AK. The CTs have more money than you boys. So this is Inner Circle Academy getting a little bit overzealous here. They shouldn't have really separated and hunted so many of these players.
So let's isolate the positives from the negatives. Positives, great entering from the young squad. Negatives, getting a bit over-eager at the very end.
Yeah, I mean, long story short, positives, winning the round. Negatives, losing money. Right.
Sure.
They usually don't go hand in hand, but now Nice is on the scout. This Smooya's got a... They've got a double O. Now, this is the discrepancy. What? Nice is scouting, and both McGillen and Smooya have the AWP.
I wonder how this one works out. Well, they've moved over to long, which is where AWPs can have a lot of impact.
He doesn't need help. Oh, is he... 3POC is overlooking him. He didn't check him.
That was so uncomfortable for Streakin, but counteracts it with a second. Oh man, the first shot looked so rough. It looked like he would have been a dead man by the end, but not only does he get the one, even ends up with a second. It's crazy.
Yeah. These are the moments where the lack of experience and maybe a little bit of the pressure is going to start showing up. They're just getting picked apart. It's just the fact that also you knew this player was very close to the corner, and in your head it didn't go through that he could have been in towards the car, right? It's not even that angle. We weren't looking at it at all. And these are the oversights that if you're in the Circo Academy, you can't be making. You even saw how many bullets Streakin needed to get that first kill. If he gets cleared out, he's dead. In general, this is a very difficult angle to get a kill from if you do get cleared out. Even if we're not even talking about getting flashed, getting mollied. Sure. We're just talking about someone looking at you. It's such a big play out of him. Inner Circo Academy definitely going to be feeling a little bit frustrated at this one. Oh, already.
Well, Inner Circle Academy are spooked by something. They initially were taking up tunnels control over T-spawn.
I think 3POG had some vital util. That's why they're going back, because he died. And now Predator is just going to have the long-range fights against the pistols with an AK. That's if he wants to stick around. But they just canceled the entire round because of that first kill. Oh, it's because he had the AK. All right.
Okay.
We didn't quite see that. Yeah, that was a hero rifle.
Well, into the meat grinder now. But the meat strikes back. What a movie that would make. The meat strikes back. It's like Raining with a Chance of Meatballs.
No. Don't keep it going. This could be an entirely different genre.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. You didn't think about it, so you're a pure soul.
I was talking about Raining with a Chance of Meatballs. And,
no, yeah. No, that's what I was thinking about too.
Cool.
Yeah, Raining with a Chance of Meatballs was actually a banger movie.
It was great.
Yeah.
Ooh, we've got time. Favorite Pixar movie?
Oh. I have to think about this one. I really do.
I'm not even sure if Raining with a Chance of Meatballs is Pixar. I need to Google this.
I'm not sure. I can tell you my favorite animation movie. It's definitely Treasure Planet. Is that how it's called in English?
Treasure Planet.
Yeah. I'll look it up. Yeah, it is Treasure Planet. Yeah, Treasure Planet. And then obviously there's the classics. Shrek. I love Shrek.
Oh, Treasure Planet. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Treasure Planet is my thing, you know? Yeah.
No, that's dope. That's a cool movie.
Well, I know the favorite. I know the favorite movie of all the people in chat that are cheering for bond1e right now. It's definitely Iron Man, because Tony Stark's been playing some good Counter-Strike. He's 9-2. Look at him go.
People that just don't know. I'm like,
I think everyone does. If we know, that means everyone does. Now the question is, does Tony Stark turn to Dr. Doom soon enough? And is he already Dr. Doom from the perspective of Inner Circle Academy?
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. But the double AWP setup persists. Yeah, Smooya blinded and having to relieve that angle, but Magilla showing that he himself has also got a big green to play around with. So daunting for Inner Circle Academy. Wherever they go, they'll be faced up against one of these. It's scary.
And look at the setup as well. You've got Predator in towards Goose. You've got Smooya with an AWP who's going to be playing as if they're playing this bomb site on the retake from Car. He gets one kill. He gets takes some of the attention away. And then Predator is just going to be such a good spot. And they don't even have a Molotov for Goose right now. They don't have a Molotov for anything. Smooya's just moved closer towards the bomb site. Another re-smoke on 35 seconds. They need to go through this.
Inner Circle, half hoping that bond1e would have over-pushed, kind of given them something, but that hasn't happened at all. And the nades are just making the job easier for the rifles. Smooya checking in case there's a ramp drop, because that smoke kind of alluded to that idea.
Okay.
Nice scoped in into Smooya's angle, though, and that's a big chance.
Gotta get the refrag.
Cannot hold on. Magilla closing in. Oh dear. Right into Lice Young's hands. 2 versus 2, but the bomb needs to go down quickly, and Streakin seizes the opportunity to punch. In he goes. Ditchka. So damn low. What a headshot.
No way.
Burrell plays it quickly. Doesn't allow his opponent to reconfigure. Find cover. bond1e play it fast, and that allows them to get the dub.
I just feel like it's impossible for Streakin not to get a multi-kill now. We had a similar situation with Smooya on the previous map, and maybe at some point with Magilla. They're just taking turns at having such phenomenal performances. And Inner Circle Academy, it could be very difficult to pick yourselves right back up after a sequence of rounds like these. Look at that. Nate right on top of 2 of them. Softens up 1. Nice find out of Dichka, but generally too low on HP not to get run down by the AK. And a pulse coming in. Now, I'm not sure if this is a technical or a tactical type of situation, but either way, I think for Inner Circle Academy, it's in general good to break some of that momentum that is going on. It could be very difficult to get back into the game mentally.
Yeah, it can be. And we already talked about the inexperience with the Ukrainian squad. They don't have too many reps on them in situations like these. And it's always going to be a learning experience to kind of bounce back and keep your head down, think about it a round per round basis. You're always going to be circulating on the what could have beens, especially from the previous map. You don't want that to be the case, and you know, you're working on it not to be the case, but
sure.
It happens. You're
human.
It does.
Yeah. I mean, in the end of the day, we're talking about an academy team here, right?
Yeah.
And as we said, they don't have a single player with over 60 maps on HLTV. So for these guys, the mental game is going to be very difficult. We know they can play high-quality Counter-Strike. It's about what happens when things are not working out and you feel like the game is running out of control. You're losing a lot of clutches. Some of the individual plays that you're pulling off are not enough to get you through because there's as good individuals on the other side doing the same or even better. It's part of becoming a successful and good Counter-Strike player,
Sure.
I'm afraid. Going through the negative experiences. And the bunny is back.
Dom, dom, dom. Love the dramatic zoom on it as well.
Hello, bunny.
Hello. Before he was pretty sleepy. This time around, he's vibing. He's nibbling on something.
Energetic. Yeah.
He's having a meal. Is he nibbling on the rug?
I don't want to look at Magilla. Let's look at the bunny.
Zoom in on the bunny again, please. Bunny camp. No.
Oh.
Okay. Well, we can zoom in on the pug mug.
Oh, look at the dogs. Yeah, look at the dogs on the. Oh, we're back. We're back.
Bunny.
Zoom on the bunny. Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Dun dun dun. No. Okay.
Bunny
Yeah.
camera.
Dun dun dun. Oh, he's chewing through the rug.
Well,
I hope it's healthy for him, because yeah, he probably thinks that grass or something.
he spotted it now. I think. No, has he? Oh, wait. I thought he was gonna stand up to go to the bunny and say, "Oh, bad bunny."
As well. Was there something next to
Stop
the camera?
eating the rug.
Yeah, probably not good for you, mate.
It's probably not good for you to be eating rugs. Yeah. Never tried it. Couldn't tell you. But at least we're back on the server.
We are.
And that looks spacey. Nope, never mind. B-pop. This time it will be a B-pop. And this time Ro is alone. Now, he's not alone anymore. That's unfortunate. Magilla is pushed in towards lower with an AWP. Smooth's got the other one. That nade is going to break their skulls. I'm not sure you want to go there.
Magilla.
You don't want to go there, boys.
Checking him down up mid, knowing the smoke will fade, so that's his only chance to kind of get out of there.
Yeah, generally speaking, he did miss the timing a little bit, but it's still fine, right? He still called the last ticket out because there was no one in towards top mid to try and punish him.
But will still be a menace. A lot thrown down in Cat. HE only taking 1 HP away from Dichka, but indeed does tag Thripoch.
Going up Cat. You should know this is just a fake in towards the B-bomb side, especially with Magilla spotting people going up, and that's the cue for the smoke in towards short. Now, that's not great. There's a gap on the left-hand side, so they could potentially try and play through this, but Preladin might be ready for it. Decides not to go up close and personal. Instead, he's going to be the one responsible for CT, and this is good. You don't want to have the two ops being responsible for a potential mid to B play, right? You want one of them to be in towards the car. You can play that A-bomb side on a retake if need be. And this is a fake. Has he heard him? Nope, not yet. Now he does.
Clean. Very clean. And Norths will try and make it a little bit dirtier, throw some mud on the wall, but Bondi have made sure that nothing worse could happen from this. Predator shutting down his opponent's life as well, so no rifles are saved. Bondi They're starting to create a hefty lead, and there's no doubt about how confident they are playing right now.
What a position from Paladin, by the way. He's just playing in front of the box to protect himself from a potential drop in towards CT spawn, and he's able to deliver a nuclear multi-kill. Nice effort coming out of Norths, but Predator is just there with another 4-piece. It's not even Smooth and Magilla anymore. It's Predator and streaking. 23 kills between the two of them. That's a deal and a half.
Oh, God. Hey, AK upgrade.
Yeah. Decided to kill the short player first. He was hoping that the lower guy would be a little bit slower. Gives away a gun.
Is that enough, though, for Inner Circle Academy to be relevant in the round? I think that's the big question. Magilla scoped in on short. You've got Streaking as well on close proximity.
They have one flash and one incendiary.
Not the best to make an AWP look away from this angle, is it?
And the guy with the flash, instead of throwing it, peeks in.
That's a bit rough.
That's tough. Yep.
And Magilla's being pretty damn accurate on the AWP, right? I mean, if we didn't know Smuya was on the AWPing duty so often, you'd say that Magilla is confident to take up that role himself.
I mean, Magilla has AWPed before for a bunch of events, right?
Sure.
He's been introduced to the AWP under different circumstances, and this is one of the bonuses. This is one of the good things about this bond1e lineup in general, is that they can run that double AWP setup every now and then. Inner Circle Academy trying their absolute damnness. Contact up short doesn't work out. Back to the guns, though, and this is the first time in a while that Nice has had enough funds to actually solidify buying that AWP, bringing it up. He had a bunch of very good rounds on Ancient and a couple very good maps all in all throughout the event. Speaking of the Devil, there goes Nice. Opening kill onto Smooth. It's been a while since we've seen anything like it. Needs to lead to a round.
If it doesn't, Inner Circle Academy in a world of hurt. Gotta get something going their way soon. And Predator will call out into the open. Now this should convert into an A-site take. Thing is, Bomb is really far behind. And Streaking may have a timing on it. Or not quite. Yeah, not quite. Over to safety.
He might get the kill on Norths.
He will take down Norths.
Yeah. I mean, they have money. They could give this one a go, even though on paper... Oh, yeah, now you're going. He's gotten the kill onto the wallbang. That's a 3 versus 5 with a planted bomb. Lice Young.
Oh, no way.
Oh, God.
Is that really where you want to be, though? A couple more players down short, and you don't quite expect the push. Magilla now left all by himself, and he's going to have to slow peek this. 2 players trying to see if it's just the one, but indeed falls into the lion's den and gets his head ripped to shreds. With that, Inner Circle Academy break their silence.
Yeah, and this is a good round out of Nice in general. You would say that if he starts waking up, there might be an opportunity, but still a lot of these rounds are looking very damn close. A couple of moments of overpeak and 3-pog going for the CT fight. It is obvious that this is probably one of the least clean maps that we've seen in terms of decision making out of Inner Circle Academy. But again, you can't be too critical. We're talking about a bunch of very young players, and they are trying absolutely everything to try and find a way to break through bond1e. Another attempt at a B-pop. The last 2 times they had to cancel. Do they go now? They're going.
Here they go.
There you go.
First blood. Smooth able to answer back through the wall. Through the door.
Oh, he's seen the head.
And he's going to try and wait until his opponent appears. Tries to go for the timing game, doesn't quite work out. Need to do a bit of damage, and Ditchka down to 61. Bomb not down there yet, crucially, which allows bond1e to close in. Timing won't be too much of an issue. It's all about execution.
They have the util, they have the flashes. A mullion towards the car, smokes. They can pull this off.
No one coming in from apartments. Norths has made sure of that. Oh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, calling it off. It's just the 2 smokes. One in towards the door, another one in towards the window. Both places you're just going out of closed-in avenues, choke points that have already been smoked off. And you look at the money. You understand. Predator's playing for exits. I'm not really sure you want to do that. The T's don't have a lot of money, but neither do you. Unless you just win all the fights and you get all the kills, it somehow works out. They get every single one of them. I was just going to say, you lose too many guns here on the CT side. You will have to make some sacrifices going into the last round of the half, but it's actually going to be the other way around. Another round where Nice won't have enough money for an op unless it's a glass cannon on the T side. And it will be. He's going all in. Early mid presence, no one to contest it. Predator just now arriving to the scenes. He's heard that flash. He knows one player was out. So we want to play this one safe. And you've got McGill starting B with that AWP. Might get an opportunity to take down Norvs, and he will. Now, that doesn't give away too much, because you know Norvs is the guy that defaults B, but it is one of the AWPs, and they might be walking into the other one. There's no utility. They're just going in. They don't have a single smoke.
No, they do not. So this is prime time for Smooya to show up. He's given another chance. The HE will do a little bit of chip damage, but the main fight is to deal with the players approaching from beneath. Smooya can still hold this angle, and in fact, if you're slow peeking, it may work actually in Nice's favor. Preledon hiding this between the smoke, trying to use it as cover. bond1e have got the numbers here, and with Streakin approaching from Cat, that's what you're waiting for. Nice delaying it a little bit. But he knows he needs to think about planting, but Preledon jump shot, headshot, he's got to feel good about that.
Everything's working out for Preledon on this Dust2 map, and I think they know it. Even the bunny knows it. Oh, he's hiding from the camera.
Yeah, he's behind the couch.
Private guy.
Start of the show.
These ops are just working out very well. Some nice reaction shots coming out of Nice, but yeah. Jumping headshot with the AK-47. That tells you as much as you need to know. 18-4 for Preledon.
It's insane. It really is. And now going on to the T side, if they win a pistol, it's basically over. Not only on Dust2, but and Inner Circle Academy's journey on this tournament. What a run for bond1e.
One pistol round away, 3POC with a whole lot of work to do. Dichka right behind him. 3POC needs at least one, but can't get it. Streakin with another one. Tony Stark's hungry, and he keeps it going. He wants to travel over to Barcelona. Dichka able to get one on the way out, so this retake might be on. He's going to get pressured,
Dichka looked a little bit uncomfortable for sure, but when landing that headshot, things have changed very quickly. He's more than confident. Comfortable.
Wait.
This is his home, his domain, but Smooya looks to upset it.
No!
Oh, what a turnaround! Smooya feeling hot, feeling so damn hot. He is on fire.
And that's definitely the backbreaker. This is what qualifies them for Barcelona. He starts laughing out. He knows what he's just done. If your mental was not broken before this round, that's definitely taken the last part of your soul out of your body. Look at that, turning around, ignoring the ramp player. Instant headshot, 1 bullet left. Well, actually 4 bullets left, but he was playing like he had only 1. He was not tapping, he was not firing, he was just looking for the 1 shot. The 1 tap right through the skull.
This is mad. Bonkers. Norse, 3POC, low on health as well. This would make it easier for bond1e. And indeed it is, with Smooya continuing to rain terror on the server. Rel's got his opponent number as well. You can see Norse trying to approach, but he's never given the opportunity to lurk around. Dichka finds a couple of kills, makes it a little bit more dangerous, but
okay.
Surely bond1e are able to recover, especially creating distance between themselves and their opponents.
2 rounds. And that was a full eco from Inner Circle Academy. All of their strengths, all of their efforts. Focused. into that one round of Counter-Strike to start it off. You need a whole lot more than one. But this could be the beginning. It has to be. It must be. It's been such an impressive role for these guys. Started their participation from the group stage. Took down Mix. Took down ESC. Top of their group. Lost to Unity in their first game here in the play-ins. And they were able to take down the Rottweilers in a 2-0 fashion. Had such a tight affair on Ancient. If it wasn't for all these clutches, they would have had an opportunity. But in the end of the day, you look at the score, it's been a blowout. 13-8 on Ancient, 11-3 here. This is the buy round you need to win. You've got the open hands of Nice. A B split is coming your way, and you need to try and fend it off. And you've got two players to do so.
Freaking heading in. But he's met by North's MP9. That's a good start to the round if you're in a Circle Academy. Gives you a chance.
They actually delayed the mid to B smoke. They were hoping someone would try and pick up a fight or rotate and they would get a kill. So that's put a stop to this entire play. But Inner Circle Academy are not rotating. They're not moving. They've actually left the bomb site. They're focusing on middle.
If Smooya spots a couple of players, that's when bond1e jump in, but they go in nevertheless, block out the remaining players with a smoke. Laixiang moves a little bit too quickly, but this is where Smooya comes in.
Oh no.
Double kill as their opponents are distracted. And the round is flipped on its head with Inner Circle Academy playing catch-up.
Smooya's going through the tunnels. They have the defuse kits, but they need to go, and this is so uncomfortable. You even have the AWP on the retake.
And with a molly thrown, all the players looking at doors to focus onto that position. They've got Smooya now focus on, but that HE is going to do so damn much. And then these Ripuk goes down, but it's all down to Preladon as he's low on health.
Low
One
HP.
bullet should be between himself and death. Who gets there first? The answer is Nice. By the skin of their teeth, Inner Circle Academy hold on. No kit available, but no kit needed. Job is done.
No, he had it.
Well, either way, the Ukrainian team stick around, and they'll be in the game for a little longer.
Jesus. That was very, very tight. Considering that's a 3 versus 5, Smooya just activates long after his teammates make that first contact. They were just not ready for it. No one was looking. A nice clutching up in the 1v1 against Preladon. Both players low on HP. First one to pull the trigger wins that. They do stay alive, Pavlos. They keep on fighting, these youngsters.
I mean, if you thought these guys would give up, you're kidding yourself. Inner Circle Academy been fighting tooth and nail every single game, whether they are miles behind or they're right in it. No difference.
We know they've got skill. You're looking at only 1 or 2 maps of play throughout this entire tournament, especially when we're talking about such young guys, and is the most high-pressure scenario. It's not really fair towards them. So if they can pick themselves up mentally and believe that they can bring this one back, it definitely could be a much more competitive game. But you have to get Streak and Preladon, McGillis, Smooya out of the zone. Rao is just chilling.
I think regardless of the result today, this has been a brilliant showing from Inner Circle Academy, the tournament. It's all about getting more and more reps in. And someday we'll see them in bigger, better events. Maybe here in Lorgar, maybe somewhere else. Nevertheless, bond1e initiates their attack towards this A site. Thripok looking to see where he can chip in most of the damage. Respects the approach quite a bit, though. This is interesting. Tries to jump onto the smoke, maybe deny the plant onto Rel. Indeed is a bit of a surprise. Thripok ending up with 2. This is quite quick thinking from the Inner Circle Academy squad.
Yeah, and it's safe coming out of Smooya. It's the right decision, especially after the double kill coming out of Thripok. It did feel a little bit weird towards the start, right? Because they didn't have the second smoke, so they had to just go with the Avanger one, but then the Oprah gets blinded, couldn't find a kill. Nice, redeeming himself. Thripok as well couldn't find a connection. You can see the moment of relief from Nice. Another round on the board. This is 2 in a row now. As bad as it might sound, this is the best they've been able to do in a long time. And it's all about keeping it going. You've got one of the most spooky rounds to be up against when you're in a similar position now. 4 upgraded pistols and a hero AWP in the hands of Smooya. This could be terrifying. It could be very easy to deal with, but it could also be terrifying. Almost terrifying. Very close.
Ow.
Good nade.
Landed directly on the skull of Streaker.
Oh.
Barely functional, to be fair. Very
fortunate. He did get 1D through the door.
True.
So that was a headshot from the Desert Eagle, and they are going out long. Smooth's got the flash.
Good move. Yeah, that's smooth. Very damn smooth. Just a simple spray down for Dishka. So, AWP is what Smooth is trying to hold on to. Actually, it's not even trying to hold on to it. He's playing quite aggro. Needs to be careful of the lower tunnels push, but realizes a bit too late. At least North gets there later. Smooth unable to convert. Nice is expecting that one, reading how an AWP player likes to play, and ready for it nevertheless.
Yeah, you know what? The one thing that we've seen a couple of times with Nice is that he's got very quick reactions. I think this is the second time throughout the series where Smooth has been holding for a peek from Nice, and he just peeks into him and beats him in a straight-up 1v1. He's got very, very fast
reflexes.
Yeah, reflexes. I was looking for another word, but reflexes does the job. No, I already said reactions. It was something else, Pablo. So I'll think about it and I'll let you know.
Cool. Ring the bell at the counter if I'm not there.
I'll make sure to do so. I actually don't have a boat here.
Don't have a bell.
No, I don't have a boat.
What a travesty. You got to applaud in the Circle Academy for giving it their best go, and you got to applaud 3pok's push here. No one's checking it. This could be humongous, but no one's looking either. Ooh. There's the bomb. This is superb from 3pok.
Where do you go now? He's pushed in towards T-spawn. The logical answer would be out A, because we know the long player is very deep and he's not going to be able to support them to stop us from making our way onto the bomb side.
Ooh, Dishka pulling down the line of fire. So this is becoming a lot more simple for Inner Circle Academy as bonding make the choice to move into the A site. Obviously, the Ukrainian opposition very much aware and ready. The gap is closing, Ted.
Game on. Yeah. 4 rounds the difference now. It probably felt like it was GG's just a couple of rounds ago, but now Inner Circle Academy have picked up 4 in a row. So maybe tactical timeout time for Bond, even though obviously there's no coach behind the team. And
I mean,
yeah, it could be a bit tough to look for new ideas.
If you think about it, Ted, Bondi haven't won a single T-side buy round, right? The only rounds they've won on this half was the pistol and follow-up.
Yeah.
So
it might be time to try something spawn-based, right? This is going to be a half buy. Judging by the amount of you two, you could try to crisscross smokes yourselves, or go for a short exec again and try and run him down, drop him towards CT. You've got options. Starting the next round, you will have money for a lot of stuff. Max loss bonus, meaning Smooth is going to have an AWP as well. So you can start trying to be a little bit more, you know, aggro at the start. Get yourselves a 5v4 early on, or at least try to. So it is a mid to B play, after all. Only 2 players here.
So there could be a bit of a surprise factor. Molly pops, so they'll have to find their way around it, navigate them. Predator gets the first pick, but how much more do you get? North. It's been a bit of a menace.
Oh, God.
3pok also arrives from behind, so saving the day. North, even with 10 HP, says not even close.
Yeah, he's able to get a 4-piece. That was getting terrifying. The moment that Predator then walks out and kills the guy in towards car, you're saying, well, if North doesn't get a multi-kill, then this round is on. There's 2 AKs to be picked up on the bomb side from the T's, and they have a plant probably coming through. It's a very good sequence. 1 magazine of the AK for the first 3 kills as well. Switches back to the USB for the last one.
But this is
Three
where we're
rounds.
looking at if b1e make a switch up in their approach, right? A bit of a spawn-based attack from long, streak and out into the open. That molly is forced Predator now as well. That HE is going to be the end of streak end. Should be, indeed. 2 players down from the get-go. Inner Circle Academy had the perfect response. 4 players on that right-hand side, not exactly what b1e needed.
B's empty. But the bomb is dropped on long. So that's a bit of an issue.
Big issue.
Yeah. Quite massive, you could say. And Magilla's going to try and make his way. He thinks he's catching a timing right now between a B player and an A player. Little does he know, everyone is on the bomb. Everyone's on A. Oh, God. Smooth's got one.
Important.
All right. If Magilla gets that kill onto Lice Young, then it starts getting very worrying. But Smooth's going to have to back off and play alongside Rel. They might consider a safe here.
What a read from Inner Circle Academy. And it's crazy to me that you've already got 4 players onto that A site already. From the very beginning, when b1e just run out of spawn.
Oh, wait. Magic.
Is there a chance?
There is.
Molly? We'll stop Smoothie from closing in.
Oh.
Oh, gets burned up.
Unlucky.
Again. Oh, no, not again.
That's upsetting. Yeah, he's saving.
Oh, that is frustrating as well.
Yeah, it really is. He could have had an opportunity in the 1v2, but I think he prefers to rather keep that open, have it in the next round. I'd say it's a... Sure, Inner Circle Academy were anticipating upping the tempo from the side of b1e, but also it's a bit of a mishap to have the bomb with one of the first 2 players to go out long. It's one of these moments where you just lose track of it and someone says, okay, guys, my bad. I didn't realize I had it on me. It's quite a big mistake to do that late into a map, but it does happen. It definitely wasn't on purpose. They didn't want to have the bomb in there. Look at that comeback. And Dichka's been leading the charge, 20 kills. There's the saved Ope. Smuya on the boost. And a cross without a nade, knowing he survived. This is ballsy. They've actually decided to go all in here, b1e, with the investment. At least on one more player. It's a half buy for Streak and Predator and Rel. Magilla getting that hero AK. Trying to walk through the mid-smoke again. Might catch the timing.
Ooh.
He's hearing the steps. 3POK is just jiggling utility. Magilla's hearing all of this.
Will he try and take him on? He does indeed, and catches his opponent with a nade out in his hands. How does b1e convert from this? Because now they split the map in 2, and Inner Circle Academy can't rotate quickly. This has got to be a B quick hit.
Magilla needs 1 kill. This is big. Now he's going to be ready for the other one. If Lice Young is fighting like this, he's not going to do it alone. They know Norths is alone on B.
This is exactly what they needed.
1 kill. That's it.
And it's a 1 deep from Rel to get them across the line onto the B side of Magilla. He's an absolute terror. The center of the site, of the map is his. What a brilliant performance from this young man. And look, Inner Circle Academy off the back of single individualness from Magilla will get shut down.
This is the type of play that Smu and Magilla are just calling for themselves, right? Because Magilla buys that AK with an idea. They know what they want to do. That's why Smuya gets boosted early on. He gets boosted top mid, so Magilla can walk through the smoke. Smuya fires a shot. They don't see Magilla. He goes out, catches the timing. They've been leaving middle at the start of rounds so many times, and you can see 3POK's reaction. Lice Young walking in. Magilla's able to get a triple kill out of hell. And that's exactly where this one sent Inner Circle Academy. That's 12 rounds, b1e. He's doing it again. There's no way. Oh my God.
There is a way. When Magilla is here, have no fear. 3POK wanting to do something of his own, but he's burning up, and that allows Rels the time to jump in as opponent distracted get to the smoke, but it's a little bit all over the place because b1e tried to go for a B pop as well, and it's failed. Smooya not quite considering that his opponent could be so close so quickly. He zoomed in all the way, which Norths is permitted the early pick. Saw some damage comes in, but Inner Circle Academy turn it right back around.
This is such a wild thing to do if you're Magilla, by the way. He should have been dead to Rise. It's straight up fortunate that he's able to get that kill onto Lice Young. I like that. I like the balls to call for something like this in back-to-back rounds, but now you probably calm down a little bit with the mid-walks early on. They're going to be wary of the possibility. You know what's the wild thing to do right now? Just hit a bomb site. Go quick. You've made them so afraid of middle. You might try and take some control towards the extremities. Smooya, big spawn. Oh, bullet. Weezes past that body. He spotted 2 players, though, and he knows the CTs are fighting for long again, so back towards middle and short we go, I guess. He's walked through the smoke. He's doing it again. He's just fading it. They've broken the smoke for him, but he doesn't get the kill. Smooya's there for the refrag.
Okay, so this will be a little bit more of a difficult round to unfold and unravel. Nice trying to play the Xbox jump.
They know the Overpass on B. They can just go up short.
That's what they are attempting to do. We're alluding to that idea at least.
Yeah, you just go through the smoke. There's only 2 rifles here.
Full commitment, Thripok receiving a dink to the head, but still alive. Shriken lining up a shot against Ditchka nicely. Thripok gets 2 and finally dealt with. Now they need to deal with the 2 CT players that are moving rapidly. Shriken aware, but also falls nice. So damn quick for bond1e to react.
There's no way they're pulling this one off. That 1 versus 1, that was the opportunity for Shriken, for Tony Stark himself to get it over the line. And they don't even get that bomb plant. Look at the money that they'll have. First tactical timeout. Look at a streak of rounds. That was an 11-3 lead. And Thripok is actually having a fun time.
He's having a great time.
This guy is a maniac.
How
can you be enjoying yourself? How can you be having a fun time at that type of
Maybe
game,
it's
man?
Nervous laughter. You don't know. But it didn't look like a nervous laughter.
No,
he was having the time of his life.
No, I actually love it. I actually love it. Yeah, look at him. He's just enjoying himself. He's like, hey, guys, we actually lost this game such a long time ago when we were 3-11 down. Just imagine how nervous bond1e are right now. Just imagine how frustrated they are that this game is still going. Yeah, we're still here.
This is mad. Truly is. But again, 1 round is all it takes. 1 round is only needed for bond1e to cross that line and eliminate their opponents. But this time, it's only 1 round between Inner Circle Academy and bringing it to OT.
Are they aggressing tunnels? They are, with the opener rifle. Red was holding for this, but he's very static, so that should be an easy pickings type of situation for Nice.
Nice is so quick. We've said it again, but it's ridiculous how fast he can snap on his opponent's body.
Filling the overtime, are we?
It is getting pretty damn close to that.
Yep. Thripok needs to be careful. Nice is in transition. They've walked out. They've walked out. Nice is dead. Nice is very... Never mind. He's going to kill. Bomb doesn't get dropped down CT. He somehow gets the kill. Preledon fights back, but Nice keeps it going. And there goes the long presence of Smooya. Bomb could get planted. It's been dropped up on short, thankfully. He's got a smoke. All 3 of them are coming in from short side as well. Preledon needs to go in a little bit quicker. Oh, okay. Double long. Going around the world. Does Smooya read into it?
He's paying attention to ramp. Smoked off. Now he will turn around surely. The timing could be war him. But Norse is the one to connect quickly. Preledon in a 1v3 has a kill to his name already, but needs some extra spice. He can hear his opponents rapidly approaching. But Nice with a pistol has gone absolutely insane. No matter the gun. AWP or pistol or rifle, Nice is your guy.
Oh my god, Thripok cannot believe it. This is absolute cinema, isn't it? They've brought it back. They've come back all the way. A 3-11 deficit. The bunny's chilling, big chilling, but McGill isn't. Look at that shot.
Oh my god,
he did it again
right after as well.
9 out of 10 times you're an over trying to go back towards the ramp. 3 players are already out short. And you go for a shot like this, you're getting at least refragged 1 for 1. He gets the kill and he's out of there. No one reacted. He gets a 4-piece.
What a comeback.
What a comeback.
Inner Circle Academy really want this, huh?
They do. They really do. And bond1e will have to dig deep if they want to finish this one off in 2. One Avenger might not be enough.
No, bring the whole lot.
Good nade.
Oh, big nade. Nearly half of Magilla's health gone by one explosive device. Threadpock. Pushing past the side, Magilla's reading it. But Threadpock is there quicker. You cannot make this up, dude. In a Circle Academy could be having the comeback of the ages.
You're just beating him in a straight up 1v1 right now.
And that was the Magilla that was on fire for the entire game.
Eyes on it. Where do you go now? You've been shut down in towards short. Norvs did get tagged down in towards B early on, and he's opening right now in towards last box. The B split seems to be the call. And you're going up against two players once again. They don't have a lot of util, but they do have that AWP. Missed the first one. Doesn't miss the second.
Yeah, that's done now. You know where they were going to be coming from. You've got Nyze as well as the guarantee if it's ever needed.
Woo! Oh!
This
Make
is just
him an
smooth.
over.
Full sequence for Norths.
Letting this one slip, boys. There's still a third map to be played out, potentially.
Oh, very possibly.
Could you imagine an overpass? I couldn't. Just 15, 20 minutes ago, didn't really feel like a possibility. Now it's more than a possibility. Now it is a massive probability, and it could be reality. Magilla's going middle again. I think he spotted. I think he was spotted. Okay, he was waiting out. Streakin has been shut down, and Magilla is just hoping to get another opening kill, which he does. Magilla on mid. It's such a classic. The Norvs, again, starting closer. Being ready.
Oh, this is the answer back. Bond
Eyes on Predator.
Needed.
He's going through.
And North is watching it and finds a headshot first. Sends in a couple shots in case there's follow-up, but there's no one around there for Bondy. Instead, their effort is towards the other side of the map, especially looking where Smooya is with the bomb. But the thing is, how do you join up with one another, especially with Nyze closing out mid?
You don't.
You can't.
They're getting picked apart. And Smooya could never know that the A-bomb side is actually empty. He's gonna go looking for Nyze, but he's just posted on the angle. Surely doesn't miss. Oh, like spotted. But there's so many players around him. He's not ready for Norvs. And the smiles have returned to the faces of Inner Circle Academy. 14-12. Bondy need one round on the T side. But you can tell they don't really know what to do. If they're going back to Magilla getting the opening kills in towards middle, that's the only thing that's been netting them any success. But now they're out of cash. Sending it out long. That might be the play. They have 4 people there.
Oh, yet again, Inner Circle Academy reading a potential long play. This time, though, Bondy haven't exited and are not stranded.
Okay.
But surely you will be in for a surprise when you realize the sheer presence of this Ukrainian side flooding the eastern flank.
You can't write it. You can't write a script better than this one. You can't make it up.
Oh, they can't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone can believe it. They were down 3-11. That game should have been done ages ago. It should have been over. Look at Reebok. He's having the time of his life. How have they done that? And now they've got 3 chances to close it out. 3 opportunities to take us to yet another map.
Magilla starts things off with the Screamer. Bondy know how strong they were on the double AWP setup. That's what was working so good on the CT side for them. They've gone back to it again. Oh, they've let them pass. And Rel gets one shot by Thripok. And Magilla hasn't got a chance to react to Inner Circle Academy. They're firing on all cylinders. Look at this desperate effort coming in from Predator. It just doesn't pay off. They are running in like headless chickens. They don't know how to deal with this. They cannot save. There is no recourse. Inner Circle Academy are taking things to Overpass, and nothing that Bondy can do will be enough so decisive, so clean from 11-3. It is now 12-16.
That is insane. That is absolutely phenomenal. You cannot write such a comeback. That was honestly incredibly impressive coming out of Inner Circle Academy. And I cannot believe I'm saying this, Pavlos, but we have another map of Counter-Strike coming up. Inner Circle Academy, they didn't lose that Dust2. 3-11 down, one map down. They didn't give up.
They did not. They did not. They flexed. I think he's got it right next to something else. So that has a bit of a reflection. Either way, though, folks. Overpass upcoming, everybody. The timer is on as we are ready to get in action. Knife round out, which means that we are ready to rock and roll on this one. Guys, if you've missed it, you're watching the Lorgar Rankings. This match, as well as all the others that we've seen before, have been all about making it in to the LAN, the main event of Lorgar Rankings, brought to you by StarLadder. Now, it's been a hard road for both of these squads, but this match is the final one of this qualifier and the last chance for either of them to make it to the LAN that they've been fighting through thick and thin to make it there.
Yeah, they say all roads lead to Barcelona or something like that.
So yeah, just a
no, I'm pretty sure that's the saying.
Kilometers further along
that's the saying. I'm pretty sure that's the accurate saying.
That's the only city that all roads lead to.
Yes. That is the one.
Well, this is a rapid
center
approach
of one of the
bond1e.
most powerful empires in the history of mankind, and Preladon wants to go there. Nice. Let's go down. You've got a 5v4 post plant, no defuse kit, aggressive post plant positions. Magilla with a nice pickup.
Oh, this is clean, very clean. Some really strong headshots are landing here for bond1e. And we have no doubt, we never had doubt that bond1e are capable of something like this. It's the matter of dropping the ball at some point, and I'm sure after what happened of the previous one, if the same situation happens where they've got a ginormous lead closing in on the end of the game, I doubt they'll be giving Inner Circle Academy another chance like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wonder how much of a team conversation was it for bond1e, or how much players just said, you know what, we're just gonna spread around, everyone calm down, you know, cool off individually, spend some time alone, and then just come in fully refreshed. They're rushing B. There's nades.
Shoot stack. Good read for Inner Circle Academy. The nades land, but I'll tell you what else lands. Hot lead on the bodies of the Inner Circle Academy players.
Hello.
They're only downed players. Preladon, due to the hands of
Lice Young was to the angle, by the way. He didn't move.
Yeah.
He was very, very committed to that position. Didn't drop, didn't even consider it. He was like, yeah, I'm getting a kill.
I'll get something. And indeed, something he got.
Oh, it could have been a... How do you pronounce that? Do you pronounce it eclair?
Eclair? Oh,
yeah, chocolate eclairs. Yeah, I think that might have been it. Oh, I would like some chocolate eclairs.
I'd love me a chocolate eclair.
Yeah.
You made me hungry.
I've not had chocolate in 2 months. I'm actually destroying myself right now. Well, back to talking about Counter-Strike. Triple nade in towards the boost. Doesn't amend to anything. But Magilla has beaten Nice in a 1v1. Now, Magilla getting opening kills has been my favorite arc throughout this game. He's just going on his solo missions, making it work. Middle on Dust2, long on Overpass. And I love the fact that Magilla just goes, takes it right in towards the toilets, and Smooth is just standing behind and towards the tree by the rock, waiting for someone to re-aggress if they want to. Ready to punish.
Pete Crawley. bond1e.
Big fight. Nice kill.
Smooth. Smooth. Yeah.
Game, well, round should be over. Lice Young. 1v5.
Oh. He's the one that dictates if it's over or not, and Magilla is able to punch him down eventually, trample over his body, but a lot more required to be done given the quick rotations from Dishka. And boy, has he brought the fight with him, Norths. MP9 in hand, I wouldn't be surprised if he gives this a go.
Yeah, he needs to. He's got a defuse kit as well, low on HP though, and that might be an issue. Predator spotted him out.
They know. So they're not giving him anything. They're not peeking. Not pushing, not moving. Considering him if he's over-rotated, but here's Rel to stop him from getting any closer to his teammate, Bondy, with a very important win, shutting down Inner Circle Academy's first buy.
It's a bit terrifying, by the way, because Magilla was low on HP. He's the one to get the refrag onto Lice Young, but there was a realistic opportunity for Lice Young to get a triple out of this. And that would have been tough. Magilla's really been putting his best foot forward. Look at that. Receives a dink from the M4, still gets the kill. Smuya punishes the re-aggression from 3POC. And there goes Lice Young. The multi-kill potential on this young man. Very impressive.
Well, howdy. Lice Young trying to go around here. He's not being quiet about it, so it feels like Rel knows. He's going for the chase. 1v1. Lice Young will win it, but won't be without him losing his life. Oh. Starting around with a pistol, 3POC, ending up with a rifle full of face stickers.
Giving away an AK. It's not ideal, but I guess you did shut down the M4 that they had, so it's a bit of a 1-for-1 rifle-wise, but AK a little bit more dangerous. 3POC. He's not been spotted by Paladin.
This is still so treacherous for Inner Circle Academy. They've got so many players around. Bondy are going to have a bit of difficulty moving in. And like you said, 3POC also coming in with a quick flank. Not sure how clean this is going to be. Not at all. Ditchka and Norse make their stand with just pistols.
Yeah, these guys are such menaces at times. Ditchka's been a very, very tricky player to deal with, by the way. I think it's very easy to probably overlook him, right? In a team where Nice is the opener, 3POC is the entry and the initiator on both the T and the CT side. Lice Young is generally the star player, being the second guy in, third guy in on T sides, and having a lot of star spots on the CT side. Even Norvs being the lurker and the guy that, you know, we're praising about some of the holds as an anchor. Ditchka's just filling in the roles. He's just somewhere in between, but bringing in so much impact.
This is crazy. The fact that Bondy are able to answer quickly, the hands of Smuya yet again, it's not allowed this game to settle down. You've got Lice Young pushing deep on the left side extremity, so Inner Circle Academy know to overwhelm the B-side defense.
Yeah, flash coming in. Resmoke? Do they want to go through? That's the question.
Ditchka's the king.
They are.
All side by side. Here comes a flash, just spray down. Do Bondy now choose to change their mind? Look behind him. Look. Oh my God, Lice Young.
He's
around
coming.
The world.
He's coming. Oh, God.
Magilla's no longer looking. He did turn around for a couple of moments, but this is where he can mow them all down. How about that?
They're getting the kills.
As butter, but you're right. Somehow, Bondy broken onto the site, dealt with everyone, and now Lice Young is on the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, Smuya's just going heaven. He was just like, just plan for heaven, Prelude, and I'm going to win you the round, I promise. But Lice Young has got a smoke. And a kid. If Prelude goes down, that could be an issue. Smuya should be holding the cross.
So he'll only need one kill if he manages to cross. But Smuya will not allow that to happen. Boy, that is so clutch that Bondy would able to win every clean site pick. Otherwise, they'd be in big trouble.
Yeah, they would have been. Lice Young is still able to get a double kill. It's just the first player that is able to escape, doesn't turn around, just tunnel visions. Ignores Lice Young fully. 4 rounds already on the T side. Other circumstances, we would have been saying this is already looking like a very scary T side for Bondy, and it really is. But after the collapse that we did see on the previous map, it's very difficult to write anybody off. A bit of a technical timeout, so I guess it's a good opportunity to run our last and final survey with the chat for this entire event, Pavlos. And I was gonna say, we can run 2 of them. Number 1, what would you like to win out of the Lorgar giveaway? And that's a reminder for everyone to sign up, because we are giving away a PC, a racing cockpit, and 28 more products out of Lorgar, so you can go and sign up. And then question number 2, after what would you want to win? What are you having for dinner as you're watching us right now? Or what did you have for dinner if you ate earlier? And if the follow-up question is, am I thinking about food? Yes, I am.
Same here, dude. Same here. Also thinking about the race rig. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
The racing cockpit is the one thing that I really would want to try. Because I was a bit of an F1 fan back in the days. And I was playing a lot of F1, but I was playing on controller. No. Just Counter-Strike now.
Not even like the physical Formula 1 fan? No, what the game watch the races from time to time?
They're just too long.
Too long, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
I've never heard that. I don't know about you. Let's focus on. I know it's late, Pavlos. It's almost midnight, but we can behave.
We're looking at Steam profiles.
I cannot believe there's a Steam profile that just goes 67. See what I did there? I'm ruining it for everyone. No, it goes 6,767.
Yes.
I'm looking at your Steam profile right now.
Oh, please don't. I've not updated it in so long. This is old.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you can update where you're from. Your heritage is kind of, fixed.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, you've included your childhood memories. How sweet that is.
Is that in my favorite game section? Is that in the about section? I think it is.
Oh, that is great. That's actually phenomenal. I think we might be ready to get back.
You can't say anything against that.
I didn't even read them out. I just saw them. I laughed a bit, and I'm sorry. I'll go back and okay.
You just go and read things to judge and not really look at the essence.
Yeah, basically. Okay. I'm glad you got the concept.
Let's look at the essence of this game, shall we? Enough. Away from Steam profiles. Away from all that. Let's not get distracted. This is a qualification game to the main event that these two teams have been battling out since the start of the tournament, just a few weeks ago. And on this map, they get the chance to get there.
Well, one thing that bond1e have identified is the fact that Inner Circle Academy are not really fighting for short control. So we have back-to-back rounds has tried to get these openings, but this time against the Pistols, this is ill-advised because of that possibility. Oh, picked up. Nice. Misses an opportunity. 2 opes here. McGill is a lucky man to be alive. He heard the first player running back, so now you know they've got 2 big greens, probably. Well,
huge force.
Yeah.
He's been given basically a name trainer there, but there's not much of a reconfiguring on the crosshair, right? It's all in one position, all coming from the same direction. And Inner Circle Academy is showing them a little bit about that double AWP situation from Dust2. They want a bit of that action too. It's not over for Rel if he gets a clean headshot here, but runs out of bullets eventually. And job done by the Ukrainian side.
Yeah, that's a little bit weird because that's the smoke that you give on the T side as well, right, for a connector. But then the rifle, you probably need it to be a little bit more active because Muyev was standing there for a very long time. And in general, going for an opening kill with the AWP when they don't have a lot of money might be not the wisest option ever. Into or short, that is, of course. Depends on where you go. Tight space, you give them away an ope. That's what happens. And Muyev's got a lot to say about this round. It won't be a force buy. They've been reset. Oh, never mind. Muyev's buying. Are they going all in? They are. Ah, that's interesting. If you're in the Circle Academy, you should have a read on the economy. You should know they're ecoing here. They've got the money for an eco round, but they are going for a force.
Smooth being very vocal throughout that as well.
Either way, with a tactical timeout, that should basically give it away. I doubt you're thinking bond1e just sat there having a attack before full eco. So now, no argument to be made there. What is the plan, though? That is the question. You know they've got an AWP. As far as you know, they could have had 2 of them. They have decided to throw 1 away.
Nothing towards the B side. Inner Circle Academy wanted to overflood that B hold in case bond1e did go off of an off-spawn direct rush, but instead they haven't heard that, haven't really heard anything towards that right-hand side of the map, and now converted all the defensive efforts towards this A side.
A 4-man stack on A.
Big brain.
That's going to be tough. Smoke, molly, flash. And that's been hurt. There's the flash. You don't have any more.
Flashes.
What do you do?
Oh, look at Inner Circle Academy. They're going on for a walk, but the thing is, they might get caught off guard on their quest for Connector. North turns around. Lice Young as well. They realize they are in very deep waters. Smoothie are finding a couple of picks with the Deagle. Now needs McGillett to step up. These two were insane on Dust2, at least the first half. Now, look to deliver once again. Thing is that AWP is an issue. And Nyes is going to make sure this is going to be a difficult round for his opponents.
Yeah, if Smoothie gets that 1D, then game's on, but the AWP was never going to allow McGillett to get away with a kill like this. It's a good effort in the 2 versus 5, but that was a full-on investment, and they nearly pull it off, but they couldn't. So now money's broken. And Inner Circle Academy can get a fort on the board. A couple nice pickups out of Smoothie on that Desert Eagle. Couldn't really get the bomb planted either. Wanted to isolate the 1v1, so a full eco. 1 Tech 9 and 1 Deagle.
This allows complete equilibrium if Inner Circle Academy are able to wrap this up without any issues. But again, we see the exact same thing. 4 players towards B. We'll likely see them rotate over yet again, given the fact that they haven't heard anything on that side of the map. And indeed, they are on the move. bond1e starting to move quickly as well, though, as they amp up the pace. Nice. Realizes he's in trouble here, but he's got enforcements. He's got friends. He's comfortable. No worries. Lice Young with a triple to pad up the stats. And there comes the equalizer.
Ugh. Right. 4 out of the last 5 rounds. bond1e might be running out of ideas. I find it very funny every single time I read out this team's name. Because you know where bond1e's coming from, right? It's Navi's manager, and he's Lithuanian. This is who they've named the team after. So every time I just say the team name, there's a bit of a giggle.
Fair enough. Well, bond1e try to switch things up now, having a buy round. Try to play explosively. They end up going a man down, well no more on the server. And again, limited on that util department. 1 flash only left. 2, sorry, can't count. 3-man hold on B is treacherous. You don't really want to go into this if you don't get a pick here off the boost. And you've been spotted. Yeah,
North was ready for it. Even trying to pre-fire it a little bit. Lice Young does pick up McGillen towards the A-bomb side. Another one of his solo ventures. Unsuccessful, and Streakin's been picked apart. So, yeah, this round not probably going to have too much to it. Smoothie is going to try his best efforts to at least make it somewhat expensive. But they're just getting shut down on solo plays right now, bond1e. And this is probably where you start realizing how difficult a T-side on Overpass could be for a bit of a mixed team. But the good news is they already have 4 rounds, right? So even if they don't get a single one until the end, this is still something to work with, and they will get enough opportunities to post at least a 5th. Maybe not here, maybe not now, but in a bit.
Yeah. It will come in further down the line, especially within Inner Circle Academy. Shutting down this one pretty damn quickly, Preladon. I mean, you don't mind holding on to the Galil here. You've got a bunch of utility there for you, helmet and everything. It's whether Lice Young lets you keep it. He's made some noise, but doesn't go for the full commit. And yeah, so you at least have something on your team's eco. Smoothie fully bought?
They're forcing again. No, it's not a force.
Full force?
Yeah, no, it's not a full
But
force. Smooth is leaving
it's
himself
weird.
with... Yeah, they need a... I mean, they have the maximum loss bonus. So worst case scenario, Smooth has got 4k in the next round. This is the logic, right? He's going to have AK armor smoke. Or AK armor flash. Worst case scenario.
Well, that's as much as he needs.
And if you do get a bomb plant, and I mean, he can drop over an AK and Rel's got enough money to buy him an AWP. So they've got it figured out. Getting a bomb plant is going to be a nice bonus, and they're still letting themselves have something to work with. Let's see. This one is a little bit quicker. Another long play. You've got 3 Molotovs, 3 smokes, and 1 more flash. This is good. You have a flash for the entry, but once again, Inner Circle Academy are going to be playing an up-close and personal setup in towards Banana.
Yeah, and they always seem to have a stack where bond1e end up going. This is ridiculous. The reads from Inner Circle Academy have been splendid. Not for bond1e, though. Here comes Lifegun shutting Streak End before he's able to set up Util for his team. Cross comes through. Rel unable to convert. Nice feels as comfortable as ever to hold long, and that is that.
You know what? I'm very much liking Nice's skills on the AWP. He looks very, very sharp with it. Very clean. It's just that little feeling when you see someone get a kill. It's just so quick that it's very satisfying when you're watching an Opera like that operate. And as we said, he was part of Big Academy for a little while towards the start of the second season of 2025. He was then replaced by Jay Bowen and came over here. Looking very, very good. Another quick shout out to Lorgar. Obviously, this entire tournament being brought to you by themselves and StarLadder. Go and check out Lorgar Ready to Play, which is the Lorgar platform. And obviously, if you need anything for a gaming session, you can find it over at Lorgar. How many times can I say one name in the matter of 15 seconds?
The name Lorgar? Or any other name?
Yeah, no, the name Lorgar, yeah.
Oh, I thought you
probably
were going to say... Oh, no, I'd probably choose like a name like Jack, which is pretty simple. Jack. Something like that.
Right.
I don't know, maybe I thought you were doing that competition for yourself, but then it'll turn into a little bit of a tongue twister. Anyway, back to the action.
Yep, 3POC is dead. Very dead. Hello.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Nasty off angle from Magilla. Just hiding. Catches him on the timing, and now is the Uto coming in to try and stop Nice from having a clean line of sight. Smooth is walking into him. Flash comes in. Repeat! They line up!
That's
he's doing it
best case
again.
scenario for Nice. Oh my goodness me, he's on fire!
Beat him more!
Nice! Give him the ace. Absolute ridiculousness. Oh, what a flick as well to close it out. What an ace from Nice.
It really is nice.
He has been a terror to deal with.
They're dancing on Nice, walking into him like that without the flashes. Even with the first flash, actually. He just waits it out. Look at that. Repeat comes in. Streaker and Smuya, one in front of the other. The collab, the flick. And then from that point on, he just keeps it going. This is what some very, very good opening looks like. He's turning this server into deathmatch, and Inner Circle Academy might be getting away with 8 rounds after all.
I mean, yeah, bond1e, that was their buy round. That is where they were hoping to get a 5th on, but Nice again has put a ground halt to that. And look, Inner Circle Academy, I mean, bond1e did take measures to deal with him. Magilla's deep on the angle, wanting to take the 1v1. This is so scary. He's alone and he's looking to drop back, but he doesn't know if he's got the timing. Yeah, gets away. What do Inner Circle Academy do, though? They take short control early, but now back off, and it gives Predator an opportunity to close in.
It's a very noisy comeback. They know exactly where people are. Deacon towards the barrel. There's another guy in Monster. One more is falling back. They've got all the information in the world.
That was uncomfortable, though. A lot of low HP bars. North, though, goes down with a headshot, with a bang. Streaken connecting nicely. Magilla, though, is on rotate duty, which 3POC is able to deal with cleanly. 2 versus 2. bond1e don't have site control. Inner Circle Academy don't have the info.
Yeah, the bomb is going A. Hello. And goodbye. They had B. It was fully empty. Why would they go A? Well, We don't know, but they are already on the bomb side.
I think now they realize. They've heard nothing, because they were over in short a moment ago. If they were going to plant, they were going to plant ages ago.
Hello. Now they've heard the
Now
bomb.
they hear it.
Yeah, question is there a player that's up close? And how close is up close? Well, he's just streaking in towards Optimus, and Smooth is just toying with the idea of going in towards long, but he's going to stick around the map.
There is a ploy that they come through connector, right? So bond1e are scared of something like that. So, Thupok has the information, now knows where Smooya is, but Smooya ready for the headshot. bond1e closing out the half with a dub, but boy, was that close. I don't blame a cup of Joe needed to keep yourself up to snuff here.
Yeah, it's still a little bit tense, right? You can see the deep breaths at the start of the second half. They realize, even though they had a very good recovery and a lot of consecutive buy rounds that they were able to get over the line, this is still a 7-5 half, right? bond1e still get away with 5 rounds after a T side on Overpass, which is generally a very, very well done job. So now going into the pistol, they win this one. They started off well on the CT side. They could be running away with this one still. Inner Circle Academy actually putting a lot of importance onto that one pistol round.
A little bit silent at the start. Oh, is it a connector ploy? Well, they want to clear it, so there's no potential flank. So they can fully focus on the site ahead of them. Predator maneuvering over to this A side. So this is looking like a decent hold for bond1e.
Yeah, it's all on the back of the short push, right? They've not seen anybody there, so they feel more than comfortable with just leaving Streak and Rewell alone.
Oh, might be bad timing on the jump. We'll see when they'll find out of this push from Inner Circle Academy. No flash, it's going to have to be dry. Well, it was one flash and it was just thrown. Nice closing in. Magilla shuts down the play cleanly, smoothly.
Right.
Thupok answering back, but I think it's a little bit too late. Finds a couple of frags. But now the flank is also something you need to take care of. bond1e with a very important pistol round win.
Yeah, they're going to be very happy with this one. This is exactly what you're after. You win the pistol, and now suddenly it just feels like all of these individual plays that happen on the CT side for the side of Inner Circle Academy do not count, right? It's a leveled up game. You've picked up both pistol rounds here on Overpass, and generally, as we said at the start, we're looking at this game as a best of one. When we're talking about a best of one, winning both pistols should be enough to put you in a very winnable position.
Yikes.
All right.
Big boom.
Yep. Ba-boom.
Went kaboom. Got a couple coconuts.
Everyone
All
sold
around
out Vitality game, and now people are just double, triple nading everything.
Don't blame them.
There you go,
Yeah,
Miguel.
no trouble with that one. Yeah, he's bringing in the cash, the moolah.
Ooh.
Does become a little bit difficult, but should be no hard ordeal for Smooya. A little bit of damage extra inflicted. But there comes the equalizer, and with that, Shuriken builds up the cash flow in the Circle Academy. Now to bring out the buy.
All right, tied up at 7. That's the scary part that we discussed for Inner Circle Academy. You've got one half of Counter-Strike to play, standing between you and a spot in Barcelona, the biggest event of your life so far, of your very short careers. Biggest event of the careers of 4 out of the bond1e players as well. But Inner Circle Academy needs to make it work on the T side. Streaken, gotta be careful. A lot of early pressure in towards short. He's able to fend them off though. And pretty nicely as well. Alright. Naded. So they double naded wood last time around, and now they double nade the barrels. They are trying to switch up the positions with the utility to keep on doing damage. Unfortunately for them, no one in there this time around. It's still going to be a B play. Important moment coming in for Rel. Oh, hit him with the smoke. That's giving it away. They might have to cancel now. Might have to try and figure out something else, right? Because you were lining up to go through the smoke, but the moment that you get hit, that kind of gives it away. The entire idea. McGill is alone on A, and he's got a very advanced position. You can't really back off. It's too late. It's about getting at least one kill here, but the majority of them are actually going long. He might get an isolated opportunity.
Oh my God.
Never mind. Lice Young.
The crouch swing. Monstrous. Exactly what Inner Circle Academy needed. Now, Smooya knows his position is more than vital, but dropping there, I feel like that blows the whistle on the round.
Yeah, it sells it completely. You need to call it off. Eyes on the money. Preladon's fine. He can drop one over. Smooya can buy for himself.
Yeah,
so they'll have a good buy. They'll have a good buy in the next if they hold on to all the guns.
And fancy that, Inner Circle Academy don't lose a single player in the process, right? It's just down to Lice Young winning his entry, Ditchka as well onto Smooya. That's all that was needed, essentially. So it really is fine margins, Ted. As much as we were talking about the CT side now being where bond1e could start to net rounds, they don't mind being a little bit far behind on that first half of the game. It might not matter if they're not allowed to get the ball rolling. This is what Inner Circle Academy are trying to do.
Here's the replay. Lovely counter strafe on the crouch as well from Lice Young. And Smooya is, yeah. He's unhappy with this.
Things aren't going well.
Maybe another chocolate eclair would help.
You're hungry, aren't you?
I'm hungry for action. I'm hungry for a Counter-Strike, baby.
I'm clipping that. So, bond1e, are they taking matters to their own hands? Look how far they've pushed, over the way into Fountain, but Streaken loses his life in the process. So, if you're bond1e, you want to be stable in a site before you think about the flank. Magilla, as long as he as far as deep as he was before, now is a few steps further. He could catch the bomb. You can hear Nice closing in. Oh,
you should realize someone is walked behind you. If the bomb is running that way, surely you realize someone was up playground and is behind you. But McGill is going to keep going in towards connector. He's very active. And Revel's found 3-po. Wow. They've pushed B. They've cleared out Monster and Short. Dude. McGill has dropped Con. This is such a big play. They're going to be wasting so much time trying to look for him. And now he's heard a step. He knows they've picked up the bomb. Smooya's already on A. He's waiting for North to try and take the space.
And we'll have cover from him for now. North is going to try and check every corner, see if there's anyone down and long. But this is where Smooya gets the timing on him. McGill won't be able to answer back. And that's exactly what Inner Circle Academy needed to get back into the round. Bomb heading towards the A site, but you can see Lice Young very much occupied with what is going on. The other side
Preladon.
Preladon. He can hear it all coming. 17 seconds. Ditchka not dropping back, wanting to commit. Will be winning the 1v1.
10 seconds.
And now, in yet another duel situation, having to plant the bomb, Smooya looking to shut it down from happening. And he knows it was too close for comfort.
Oh, God. You see the eyebrow going up, the head tilting a little bit. He's like, well, all right. We won it, I guess. A big play coming out of McGill, nearly wins them the round single-handedly. He did a little bit of support out of Smooya, who's been very, very convincing in some of these 1v1 fights. And in general, it is McGill and Smooya carrying through here on Overpass as of right now. Inner Circle Academy doing a very good job of abusing the B bomb site with some of these early entries and now taking that space. That's a very good call for the A-Walk. You know the CTs don't have enough money for an AWP, so you can take all that space all alone without utility. Magilla doesn't know. This is such a quick timing. They're so fast up bananas. Muya might not be ready for this.
Oh dear.
Yeah, hello.
Indeed, he gets caught pants down. Magilla, though, is also creating a bit of a lurking opportunity, but the fact that Dishka's on the lookout may nullify his impact here. Predator dies. So the Bondi side is getting weaker and weaker. Magilla needs more than just a kill. Bomb down. The mere presence that he has here. And the illusion that it's safe for Streak to jump in is his downfall. Ditchka, so big. That double kill turns the round upside down for Bondi. And nets in a Circle Academy what could be their lead.
That's a very cool call for two reasons. Not only because you know they wouldn't have enough money for the AWP, but because you were so good at finding the openings in towards B in the last couple of rounds, so you might be reading into Bondi putting more emphasis on the B bomb side at the beginning, right? So this is one of these moments where you know there's a high chance if Bondi were to start with 4 in towards B or try something a little bit cheeky and, you know, play A from behind or without a lot of information because you had the B issues, that would be the round when they do it. So you just walk middle, straight away. Smooth's not ready for the timing. Magilla is able to get 1 kill, but what can they really do about it? You're giving them, you're getting a free bomb site with an opening kill. Are they forcing up again? They are.
Oh my god.
I
don't know if this is just frustration kicking in.
I'm not sure about that.
It's just Rel going for the full. No,
no, it's Streak and Preladon and Rel. I guess they can play MP9s on B as well. I'm not really sure.
Once the Circle Academy realizes it's a stack, surely they'll need to rotate. Triple boost. They spotted out the bomb. They know this is where the attack is about to take place, but if you lose your lives here, it's all for nothing. Ditchka mows them down. He's pulled a lawnmower, and Bondi are on the ground like grass. Rol gets one as an answer. And Magilla closes in to help out, but 5-7 versus Rifles is not a good shout. Inner Circle Academy have put a dent into Bondi.
Right, I'm really interested to take a look at the money because, yeah, now they full eco. Okay. Oh, so it was supposed to be a forest buy. Apparently, they had very low money before the start of the previous round. All right, it does make sense now. Though we see Predator and Streaken. They had just 1900 loss bonus going into this one, so it's fine. And Smuya's got enough money for an AWP. Pretty sure Magilla was spotted.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice double dink from Magilla.
He nearly wins the 1v1 with a USP against the AK. I would have been very impressed.
Yeah, I mean, the double dink is impressive enough. Bondi playing this one super aggressive. Not trying to get away, but he's given the information over to the team to carry on with the round. Bomb down so they can have that goes in their way, and North is cleaning up, using ladder as a bit of a funnel. Streaken will get what he can.
How have the tables turned?
He's not going to
Circle Academy 11-8 up, and he's not holding on to that AK-47. This is the round, Pavlos. It's all or nothing. Smooth's going to have enough for an AWP. It's an insta purchase. Magilla goes for the double op setup. 1 on A, 1 on B. This was the idea behind that force buy 2 rounds ago, apparently. Magilla and Smooth leaving themselves with enough money for that double big green to try and amplify the impact. Cover as much ground as possible. Spread around the map and hope for the best. Smooth's got that mid spawn. He's not going to go for an aggressive beat though. It's another 4-man start in towards B. They don't smoke monster off. That should be a giveaway for Dichka.
Smooth is alone on this side of the map. If he's tested. We'll have to respect the presence.
Ditchka
Rail
got killed.
goes down off
And
the
he's
rip. How
seen
did that
them.
happen?
Yeah, they're pushing Monster. Ditchka should be going down. Oh, God.
What?
There's no way.
And Magilla gets off the angle as soon as Ditchka swings. It's ridiculous. It's going in further in a Circle Academy, and Bondi can't do anything about it.
They're just breaking their backs.
And
It's
you can't
such a
afford for
sharp
it to
play.
be a retake.
No, not really. I mean, you're not retaking with the 2 ults, right? It might as well be a save, and Smooth is wayward with the shot. Oh, this is going from bad to worse. This game might be over. Right here, right now, Bondi. That could have been your last opportunity, and McGill is hearing the steps, but this is just one player going down Con. He knows it's a B play. He needs something special.
Well, he's found one, and he hears the rest as they approach. The smoke has lined, but the timing doesn't quite work out for Magilla. Has to try something desperate. No flash, goes out dry. If he had the time, if he didn't have 2 other players, maybe he could have gotten a pick. Frustration mounting for Bondi, but for Inner Circle Academy, they can't stop smiling. They can't stop laughing. They know their opponents are under a heap load of pressure. They know where they were 1 map ago, 11-3 down. Not only did they convert that into a success story, but now they are on the verge of making a LAN that could change the trajectory of their Academy days.
That's insane. When you think about it, this is an Academy team. An Academy team. Your main team is playing Draculan, BC Game Masters, CCTs, and you're about to qualify for a $50,000 LAN event as the Academy. A bunch of players, not a single one of them has more than, what, 60 maps on HLTV. Some of them have less than 40. A lot of them were not playing professional Counter-Strike before 2025. North's 16 years of age.
Smooth's on the run.
And they're doing
hide.
it.
Has to go into the flames, and that is one quick way to get out of the conversation. Magilla's bumped into Thripok, but Thripok able to spray down first. This is it. Ted, I feel like Bondi not only need a dream to come true or magic to come out from a wand of one of the Bondi players. They need the falling star.
There's
no
no
falling
magic.
universe.
There's no magic left here. Even if that was a gaming session of Magic the Gathering, there's no comeback in any deck that could bring you back into a game like this. And you can see it by the reaction of Smooya. He knows this one is over.
Dude, the magic was left on Dust2. That's where it disappeared for Bondi.
That was
it
the
all looked so
opportunity.
good at the start.
Double playing towards A. Rel all alone. Lice Young shutting them down. And the Inner Circle Academy, they can smell Spain.
That's what they're running for. Rel for the final stand, but won't be able to get there. Inner Circle Academy punching the digits. Bomb down. This is it. Streaken knows this is a tall order. Knows that no longer this is expected of him. This is done. And Inner Circle Academy secure their qualification to the $50,000 LAN in Barcelona in just a few weeks away. They are elated. And you've got to know why. Their run has been nothing but impressive. And finally, they make it through.
This is what dreams are made of for such a young team, right? They come into